In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chaz and Friends, presented by the 3 Count Podcast, where wrestling isn't just discussed, it's debated. Tonight, we got 3 topics that are guaranteed to split this panel and probably split the comment section too. Is AEW's biggest issue really is roster, or is it the people booking it? Has WWE taken competition too far with this counter programming? And after WWE Unreal, did Triple H make the right call by not having Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble this year? The panel has no idea where everyone stands, so somebody's definitely getting cooked tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chaz and Friends. Holla at your boy!
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show, because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The 3 Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans here, checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew. It's the Grappital region's best kept secret and the dawn of the Mid-Atlantic. I'm Chaz Evans, and welcome to Chaz and Friends. But it's not about me. It is about all of my friends, and we are fully loaded here today. Let me introduce to you first. He is the landlord of the Dog Pound. He, quite frankly, he runs this whole operation. Yeah, I'm just here so we can get good tax benefits. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is the man, the myth, and the legend. He is the Red Dog!
Hey, what it do? It is a man built from the 5280. That's right, the man from the 308 and the 808 and everything in between. He is the man that's all pressure, no savior. That's right, the Mile High Merc himself, Red Dog. And yeah, it's been good to be back now that it was gone last week.
You were gone. I was in control of the show, and it probably was one of the better shows. I'm not saying that no, don't do that. I'm not saying that you not being on the show was the reason it was better. I'm just saying that you missed a great show. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right, let me introduce to you next. He is our residential Fred Durst. He's the man in the red hat. Quite frankly, he's the one that has probably the most logical takes here on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, he is your boy, the only Graves that matters, Twitch Graves.
You know why I'm here.
You know why I'm here. And last but certainly not the least, the wild card of the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you never know what's coming out of this guy's mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the franchise, Lou, the franchise.
First off, we are going to be friends today. Mama Kathy, I'm going to do everything I can not to cuss today. Chaz, we are friends.
No, you're not.
No, we're not. We'll see how long that lasts.
See, you're tempting me already. I'll drink water and not that Kool-Aid.
All right, listen, I'm going to say welcome to all of our first-time guests. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you never miss any content, whether you're watching us live right now on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, X, either you're listening to us on our podcast, right, on the audio side of things. So shout out to all of you on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, podcast.com, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast fancy on. Shout out to all of you. make sure you also hit that like button and subscribe, and give us a 5-star frog splash review off the top rope. It definitely helps out the show. Also, comment on the show. Tell us what you think. On the podcast side of things, the audio side, because it definitely helps out the show. It brings it out to more people when we get the conversation going. So definitely chime in on the audio side, definitely on Spotify. And our live viewers who are watching us right now live Sunday night, you already know how we do. Make sure you let us know your takes. We got some great debates and that I'm excited for. But let's get right down to it. Make sure you buy a shirt. All right, foryourwear.com. All right, we are dropping new merch. All right, and we can drop the new merch. Show Cliff. Show them with the new merch. It's in there. It's in there. Boom! Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. But you can only get that shirt on foryourwear.com. All right, when you go to collections, type on, what are we under, personalities, you'll see our logo and you'll find that shirt. You'll also see the world famous SWO, Samoan World Order shirt right there. Boom. That one's going to be only on For Your Wear, so definitely go buy some merch right there, foryourwear.com. If you want to get some of the old school t-shirts like the one that Lou has on right now, you can get that at prowrestlingtees.com/3countpod. That's the number 3. Don't you dare type in THREE. Subscribe, all that. And Cliff, before we get to Temp Check, tell us about the critically acclaimed now entering the ring.
Yeah, I could be fair about all of this. So yesterday I was supposed to drop the episode with Worker Ant. Kind of slipped. Not gonna be lying about it. So yeah, I will definitely make sure I get the episode out this week for you guys. I've just been busy, been doing a lot of stuff, camp run, a lot of things happening. Actually, I kind of want to. I don't know. I talked to you guys about it. I didn't talk to y'all about this. It was cool though, cause like last week, you guys know, like we went, Kira and I went to AEW, and Kira actually drew a picture of Mercedes Moné, and you actually had to put that picture to me. Mercedes. You actually had to put it. It was actually a great time.
Yeah, your audio is cutting out, bro.
Is it like bad?
Now we can hear you.
Oh, it's because I'm not even facing the mic. I guess I have to like have the ball facing me off my face.
Cup it again.
So yeah, we got to meet Mercedes Moné at AEW last week, and it was it was cool. It was a good time. So we got to meet her, and Kira actually got to give the picture to Mercedes, which was a big thing. And then Kira like broke down crying, just tears joy. So I had the Father of the Year moment where I was like, yeah.
I'm responsible for this.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like,
you should have brought
this guy.
Do you have the picture? We should have put it up on. We could show it. Darn.
Oh, I do have the picture, so I'll post it up, and then at the end of the show, you guys can see.
Yeah. We'll pull it. Yeah, definitely. Because like I seen it, and it's definitely fire, and I definitely you all can see what Kira did, because that it's definitely fire artwork. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the original 3 Count Podcast mascot.
Yeah, she really was.
Alrighty, here we go. Let's get down to it. Temp check. So, temp check, first segment of the show. Temp check. That's where me and my friends, we give you our hottest and our coldest wrestlers going into this week. And for a bonus, we give you our match of the week. Start this one off for us, Cliff, since you've been gone. Since you've been gone.
That's a big one. Yeah, let's start this off. I'm going to say my match of the week was the 6-man match on AEW Dynamite. I think you can't go wrong when you have Mox, Kenny, and Will Ospreay like all in the ring together. It was a really fun to watch. Predictable, yes, but still fun. Still something that I wanted to see. So I was happy for that. To be fair, my coldest wrestler of the week, I'm gonna have to. So Mr. Golden put this out there, and I'm gonna have to agree to Jordan Grace. Like, unfortunately, like she has to be on the list. Where has she been? Like, you get one of the most talented women on the roster, and you're not even utilizing her. So, I have to say, like, unfortunately, she got to be on the list. Hottest of the week, though. I got to be fair, man. It's not even someone that's really like wrestling wise, if that's gonna make sense. anybody that's a free agent right now has the ability to sign to whatever company right now. So I think next week I think it's going to be Xavier and Kofi are going to be officially free agents from their 90-day compete clause. But right now, Malachi being a free agent, all the people from the Y6, it's going to be fun to watch all those guys kind of do their thing. So I just want to I would say those guys right now.
What you got, Twitch?
My match of the week, I'm going with Chad Gable and Penta versus.
Yes, sir.
And
There it is. Yeah, there it is. All right, cool. So you got 3 match of the weeks there.
oh, well, there we go. That shit was just fire, man.
It was so good.
Chad and Penta work so well together, and it's almost criminal. Ethan and Rusev, they work like I just said about Chad and Penta. They work so well together that it should be criminal. It was a fire match for Raw, from a relatively boring Raw, honestly. My coldest of the week, it's really hard not to go with Jordan at this point. Like, are we ready to say you probably should have just stayed in TNA? My hottest of the week, I don't really have one. I like this whole I'm gonna beat your ass solo if you don't get in line that Jacob's running with right now. But other than that, I don't really have a hottest this week.
All right. I'll go next because I'll be on the opposite end. I got me a hottest wrestler. All right. My hottest wrestler, all right, is the former NWA heavyweight champion.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
My wrestler of the year, okay, is a former TNA heavyweight champion. All right, me and the 3 other Nick Aldis and Magnus fans, okay, are riding high for the next couple of weeks. We know how this story ends. We know that Nick Aldis at SummerSlam next week is going to get literally his tail kicked. He's going to get his skull caved in. He's going to get his chest caved in. He's legit how Paul used to say with Brock was like victimized, brutalized, and not all that. That's what's going to happen to Nick Aldis. But guess what? I get to see Nick Aldis wrestle in a WWE ring on SummerSlam, okay, against Gunther of all people in 2026. Leave me alone. Let me have this. Yeah, I'm all for it. I like just the way Nick Aldis is just going about. I'm just gonna go throw the hands and I'm just gonna start swinging. That's all you need at this point. I mean, Gunther has been, as far as I'm concerned, a terrible employee. If you're looking at a general manager standpoint. So I am like, hey, I'm all for it. So Nick Aldis is getting my wrestler of the week, my hottest wrestler. He'll probably be my coldest next week after he loses. But hey, my coldest wrestler of the week, I gotta agree with you all. The Jordan thing, it bugs me because you got probably pound for pound one of the best females on your roster, and you're doing literally nothing with her. And not even, I wouldn't even say the NXT, keep her in TNA. Could have left her in NXT for all that. She could have, at least cooked a little longer in NXT. But yeah, Jordan's definitely my coldest wrestler. And then to piggyback off the match, listen, man, there maybe Raw starting to get its Raw 6 like the SmackDown 6 used to have back in the day. Maybe there's a Raw 4 or 5 something, but Penta and Chad Gable, you definitely put them in there because week after week they're putting on fire matches, and it doesn't matter what part of the card they're on, whether it's a tag match, whether it's a singles match. The 2 of them intertwined in anything is fire. Even when he was Grande Americano, the stuff that Chad Gable has been doing is fire. So that's definitely my match of the week. All right, Lou, finish us off.
Match of the week, same thing. That tag team with Chad Gable and Penta. Hottest wrestler of the week, rolling back, piggybacking off last week, still is Chad Gable. Since he's been unmasked, he's been on fire. Colder rest of the week, you all 3 hit. You 2 have top hit it, and it's Jordan Grace that really starting to irk me even more that they're not using her.
Bet. Yeah, I have to agree. It's crazy though because like we all know like how talented she is, and it's like they're out here. They're like, well, we don't know what to do with her. Okay, well, just put her out there, bro. Because like, have her cut a promo, have her turn heel, have her do. You know what? Here's an idea. Anything, just anything. Just put her out there. Let her do her thing. It was the same thing that they did with like LA Knight at first when they're like, we're gonna make him like the manager of MXM, and like, it's like, bruh, like he's so much more than that. Like, yo, he doesn't need to just be backstage, and you don't have to have her like just do, just stand in the background and catering. Like, have her do anything, bruh. She can even be just like, you could put her in her, was it her services? The secret services. I get it, but at least she
Yeah,
gets
I
some kind
know.
of screen time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just anything would have worked, bro. Like, it's just crazy to me that they're like, well, we don't have anything for her. Julia is not over, and you keep throwing her at us. Like,
Yeah.
and I like Julia, but
I really thought she was going to be more over than she is, and she
Yeah.
wasn't over at all.
Let's make Lyra Valkyria a fucking homeless person, but don't give us.
Bro, oh, don't get me started again, please.
We're not going. Nope. We're not. Nope. 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 Nope.
Well,
Well, in that case, go
hold
to
on.
the
Let's get
comments.
yeah, we'll go to the comments, and then I got all the pictures, so I'll pull them up for you guys.
Oh, cool.
So we start off, gentlemen, what's up? Perrito Rojo. Hey, first of all, perro. Okay, we're not no puppies around here. The most logical takes. That's scary. Absolutely. Hello, guys. Hi, mom. Hottest. No one. Too much interference in every match. Coldest. Jordan. That's what I like.
Yes, you know it's funny. I am starting to get on that train, and I know Mr. Golden has been on it for probably 3 years, but I am now over it. There are interference, there are after match brawls after every match. It is definitely getting repetitive.
The aftermatch
The whole
brawls,
gang is here today. Wait, say that again.
the aftermatch brawls don't bother me if it helps advance the storyline.
Facts.
Fact, that's
The problem
fair.
is
That's
it's
fair.
not.
But most of them, yeah, ain't.
Just like, okay, so I'll be fair. I don't know if you guys saw online today though, from the house show that was yesterday with Punk and
Danhausen.
Cody, Danhausen coming out in town. Like, that's the kind of like, that's a great shtick. Like, I mean, that's like a proper use of like Danhausen, but also like to ease down tensions. You know what I mean? But it's just that kind of shit is like what gets me kind of like in the moment. I'm just like, yes, this is kind of something that's nice to see, but it's just like whenever you're like, oh, we're trying to write the story to SummerSlam, and then we'll have all these great SummerSlam matches, and we'll ride it away from there till, the next pay-per-view. It's like, bruh, like, you guys aren't even thinking right now. You guys don't even think about what's going to happen 6-8 months down the road. You guys are just like, what are we locked in right now? So it's like, SummerSlam is legitimately supposed to be setting us up for, War Games and into Royal Rumble to WrestleMania. Like, that's what this whole thing is. That's why you guys call it the WrestleMania of the summer. But yet here we are, like, still kind of like tossed up with everything. And I get it, injuries happen. I do understand that. But only one of your people is really injured, and that's Rhea. It hasn't thrown that many wrenches in there. You guys have just kind of been lazy in like how you want to book. So, and to be fair, like, not that maybe I'm kind of jaded on this too, but I've kind of like eased up my tensions on like AEW. I'm just kind of like, I'm just gonna kind of drift over here for a little bit, just kind of see what's happening, poke back into this world. So, all right, hold on. Good evening, Mama Evans. Oh, this is just because y'all having conversations down in the chats. Thanks. You need to let people know that the website is foryourwear.com, not for your wear.
You know what? That is absolutely
That's true.
correct.
Well,
You're right.
We'll make it a graphic. So
I was just about to say, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
another one buried by WWE. I don't think she's buried by WWE. I think the problem is to
Not
be
yet.
buried. It would be like you would have to keep losing consistently and then just be written off of TV. And I don't think it's just you're not using her. So it was like you get buried if you're not being. That's worse. It's worse to not be used, especially when you're like as talented as she is.
Yep.
But he goes home to Mickey. True.
Fair.
He does. Getting his ass beat. He gets to go home to Mickey James.
Exactly.
Let's make sure that we use my favorite.
I'm trying not to.
during
I'm
the
trying
show.
not to.
Mr. Golden says flabbergasted. I said friendship. I think that's the one. Coldest always. No more. Cold as always. No more
I
Baron
thought of,
Corbin.
you know, it's funny. Every time I see Baron Corbin, I think about it.
You know what's crazy though? I liked Baron Corbin's like promo from last week about like why he came back, and I was like, yo, it's lit. I like it because he actually does make me feel like he's like a real bad guy now, and he still can't win a title, lose a game, yeah. uh, how many times can Otis get his ass kicked by the Vision? Then again, is the Vision ever going to go on one against anyone?
Not until
No.
Bronson Reed comes back
Till
and
Bronson Reed
Logan comes
yeah.
back. I mean,
They're all injured.
it's Snake. I mean, the group is snake bit.
Yeah, and then Paul left. Like,
They don't need them anymore.
God,
They're
man,
good.
it's so dumb. Let's keep adding more. It would be fire though when they break up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to push Braun, Breaker, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
All right, let me pull these up really quick for you guys so you guys can see. Let's see.
Oh, the
Oh.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see. Let's see. Okay, I got you. All right. I don't know if you guys can see this. So this is the picture that Kira pulled from. Okay, of Mercedes Monet. Just wanted to see you guys see this, because this is the reference image that she used. And then add a new layer. Actually, we gotta take that one off. Let's do that first. You guys can see how my brain's working right now.
Yep.
We'll take you off, and then we'll go to media files, and then and this is the one that she drew.
Tough.
Bro.
So,
Tough.
yeah. So you guys can put in the comments too. And then close you out, add a new layer, media file. So she was able to give that picture to Mercedes, and that was Mercedes' actual look when she saw it for the first time. So the little one was all sorts of excited, and then of course you got to get the actual photo, and then there she is meeting her superhero, her favorite wrestler. Let's be fair, like y'all, anybody knows, like seeing the growth of my little one. That's her favorite wrestler of all time, right?
Yeah.
There's three, hands down. She got to meet another one too, at AEW too, so very much appreciative of being able to go backstage and like hang out. But yeah, so Keiki got to meet Mercedes. She ran into Willow once again.
That was my
show.
question. That was my question. Was did you see Willow? And
Yeah. It was okay. So let me share this story with y'all. And this is kind of fun for me. So I was telling Kara, I was like, "Yo, we're gonna go backstage. We're gonna know a couple people backstage." And she's like, "Really?" I was like, "Absolutely." I was like, "I've interviewed enough of these people that
low key, right?
know a few of them." And so as we go backstage, we cruise around, and I see Brody King, shake hands with him, run into OC, and Kira's other favorite wrestler from AEW. So she gets to shake hands with Orange Cassidy. So that was cool. And then
Was
we
he in
ran.
gimmick? Did he do the whole?
No, he did the whole thumb. Like I got the picture too. He did the whole thumbs up thing. Who else did we run? And so anyway, remember I was telling you, and this is offline. We've talked about this offline. Remember Jamie, the cameraman from AEW?
Yes.
So we ran into him, and I was like, "Jamie," and he was like, "Cliff." He's like, "How the hell are you back here?" And he's like, "Did you move here or something?" So he's like, "I haven't seen you in like 3 years," and I was like, "Yeah, nah, yeah, I moved up here." And then right after that, in comes Willow, and she was like, "I was like, Willow," she's like, "Cliff, what's up?" And I just looked at Kara, I was like, "It'd be like that."
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
But it was so funny because Willow introduced herself to Kira, and I was like, "Oh, you don't remember meeting her because she was wearing a mask the last time that they met."
Oh my gosh, it was that long
It's
ago.
been
That
that
was
long,
20
yeah.
hot dog.
2021.
16.
Yeah, because that was, I think, that was the show. That was a show at the brewery.
Brewery. Yes, that was
Yeah.
fight. Oh my, that was my first. Oh my god.
Yeah, remember I came out as a druid. for
Right,
O'Shea.
you did for O'Shea. Yes.
That's how I got. By the way, fun fact, Twitch. That's how I got O'Shea Edwards on the show.
Really?
I was a druid for him. on the podcast. He was the last person. Like, yo, we had Shane Taylor on the show. Like, this is a full behind the scene. We asked Shane Taylor who should nominate one person to be on the podcast. He said all the members of STP. So we brought on Ron. We brought on Moses next. We brought on
Con.
had Ron, Moses. Who else did we grab really quick? Khan. We had Khan on the show. And then O'Shea was the last one. And I had been like trying to find ways to like get in touch with O'Shea. So randomly we're at Fight Club. And O'Shea was like, hey, do you guys mind being like druids for me and stuff like that? Like, you guys want to come out and stuff? And I was like, absolutely, sure. So me and Idol, we were both as druids. And so we like came out. And so he's like, yo, thank you so much again for doing it. I was like, yo, can I ask you for a favor? He's like, what? Will you come on my podcast? And he was like, absolutely. I was like, you're literally the last person from Shane Taylor that I need to have on this podcast.
And then you started going to the gym with him.
Yeah, and then we started going to the gym.
Yeah.
That's dope as shit, man.
And I think I went to the gym that one time, and yeah, that man O'Shea was killing me, absolutely killing me. I was like, all right, cool, not working out with O'Shea again.
So what you're saying is you couldn't keep up.
No, Cliff is my witness. I kept up. I kept up.
He kept up with his weight. With his weight.
Yeah, with my weight. That man O'Shea out here lifting 2 truckloads of. He literally told me, he goes, bro, Chaz, don't match me, because you're not gonna lift. He literally told me that. He goes, don't do that. And yeah, I'll never.
And the thing too was like, and that's like, even for me, like I was like, yo, and I'm in the gym a lot, and here's like, I'm like trying to keep up with O'Shea, and like he is like,
just not happening.
yeah, he's a whole monster. So it's like, how am I supposed to be squatting like 335 for sets? And I'm like, bro, I'm only up to like 285 for sets. Like, I'm not doing this, bro. This is death.
All right, let's get into this debate.
Oh wait, Paul's coming back with Bronson.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's see. She's very talented. Yes, she's very talented. Ran into Willow. That must have hurt. Yep, it did. Wow, nice. Did MJF curse her out? Funny enough, MJF wasn't there. Here's the crazy part, right? We had been invited to go to the second night for Collision, and had I said yes, we would have ran into Will Ospreay.
So you screwed up.
I did, because could have still had everything.
No. You screwed up for us, is what you're saying. Yeah. That's what you're saying, is you screwed up for us. And by like not, you could have got. All right, cool, Cliff. Nice to know. Now I definitely want to get to the.
It's like Baby Cube, right? Yes, it's like Baby Cube. Well, we got a lot. 25 pounds, and then he's hurt.
Yeah, he said 25 pounds is made for a job.
Anyway, all right, let's go. Let's get into the debate show. All right, so look, AEW has one of probably the deepest rosters in wrestling. Okay. Yet every few couple of months, fans are always saying the same thing. Tony Khan needs another big signing. Now the rumors are floating around on top of the New Day that Bayley could eventually become available. But here's the question: is signing another star really the answer, or is AEW proving that it doesn't know how to maximize the stars that it already has? So here's a debate question, right? If Bayley became available tomorrow, should AEW sign her immediately, or should Tony Khan finally focus on building the roster he already has? So, start this one off with you, Cliff. Then we'll go around.
Yeah.
Now, I'll at the end.
This is not like a legit question like that. Like, of course you should sign her like right off the rip, and bring her in like at your next pay-per-view or whenever you want. Like, have her challenge Mercedes. Doesn't matter, because like wins and losses don't matter in AEW right now anyway. So you can just like scoot her in. You can have like one match, have her squash somebody, and then she's a contender. Like, I think, yeah, I don't see a problem with like scooping up someone like Bayley, because I mean that's someone in the roster that you're gonna want, especially with all the stuff that she does with like Lodestar. Like, she's a great talent to have, not just like in ring, because she's obviously a safe hand, but also the way that she develops like younger talent and brings up a lot of the indie wrestlers and like helps train them up and gets them going to make an impact. So I mean, I don't think about anybody else that behind the scenes you would want outside of Bailey if she became available.
All right, go ahead, Lou.
Um, no, I don't. I don't like it. And the reason is AEW currently has 40 women on their roster, and three-quarters of them aren't even being talked about or being pushed or anything. So you need to build your roster. You need to put your time and effort into what you have, and that bringing in another star, great. I feel Bailey should do what's best for Bailey, but AEW is roster is so deep that you're just not showing three-quarters of them, and that's how I feel about it.
All right, go ahead, Twitch.
So I agree with both Cliff and you, Lou. Um, of course, I think you should sign her. Um, that is somebody who can take your younger talent and help, teach them how to go from this level to this level. Like, she cuts great promos. She is great in the ring. That is somebody you want on your roster. To where even when she's done wrestling, you can convince her to transition to a backstage role and then be an advocate and help these women grow in a struggling AEW women's division.
Okay.
I here's my caveat to that: the women's division is being struggled because they're not featured.
I don't disagree with that.
And my apologies, there's 42 wrestlers on that roster, not 40. Like, yeah, sorry, I feel where you come from to it.
Still, it's a massive women's roster.
So, all right, Cliff. I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
If Bailey, you sign Bailey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whose TV time you getting rid of?
Whose TV time are we cutting into?
Whose TV time you cutting? Who goes off of TV? Cause I agree with I'm like with Twitch on the sense I agree with both of what you guys said. Like we're talking about a horsewoman, for Christ's sake. It's you're literally top what? You can debate whether top 10 women on the planet right now who's a wrestler who's women's wrestler, like arguably top 10. So like why not sign her? Why let her go anywhere else but to quote unquote the second major company? Like now Bailey and TNA to me sounds like a better idea. That's me. I think Bailey could thrive better under TNA because of the simple fact of, like what Lou just said, there's 42 women on there, and I couldn't even name you 10 of them who are on the roster. I probably couldn't. Who are actively on TV? Willow, Riho, just because I don't like her. Britt, Megan Bain.
Tony.
Oh, Tony Storm. See, look. I was about to say Mariah May, but that's not now.
I'll be fair. You asking me who I would who am I taking TV time away from, and this sounds very mean, and I'm very sorry. I love her a lot, right? But I'm taking a Kuroshita, like I'm taking the title off of her, and I'm putting it on Bailey.
Or
Like-
or what they're gonna do is give Bailey and Mercedes the tag team run, and they're gonna take the titles off of Divine Dominion.
Divine Dominion.
Yeah,
It's-
they're
I don't think
it's-
right now. I don't think right now you have that run. I think you wait. You let Bailey cook in AEW, but I think you work with Sheeta, and then I say you have her go in first, and you have the matchup with Sheeta, and then eventually you're gonna have the Mercedes Moné match. You're gonna want to see that match, right? Bailey and Mercedes take it, go for that title. But I think you have Sheeta, and then you literally run Queen Aminata, and then you run anybody from from Tekla and her gang, right? I mean, you have Blue, you have Julia Hart there, right? That's those are all great matches. Then you have the match that we all want to see when it comes to Bailey, and that's Bailey and Athena. Like I know it's not gonna be Bailey. It'll probably be Pam, right? Pamela, whatever she chooses, right? But
What was her name before?
I
Was
don't
it
remember.
Divine something?
Maybe.
Divine? I
But
think.
yeah,
Whatever.
but you would have a run. You'd have that Athena match, and then after that you can Billy Starks, right? You bring her up, and then you let her wrestle her, and then there's a load of women that you can have her work, and then eventually you have her drop the title. Mercedes and her team up. They go, hey, we're gonna go grab this title, the tag titles. You have them go after whoever the current champions is, and then you run that championship for a little bit. And then then you have the feud. They drop the tag titles, and then you have the feud, and we know what feud we're looking at.
Davina Rose. I was right.
Davina
Davina
Rose.
Rose.
Yep, I was right.
They have
You
to
know what's
let that
crazy? I was
feud
gonna say
build.
Pamela Rose, and I was like, I'm pretty sure, and then I was half. What was you gonna say, Twitch?
You have to let that feud build naturally, though. You
Yeah,
can't force it right off the bat.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like you're talking about, we're talking about a year down the line before you
Yeah,
let
yeah,
that match
I know
build
what
up.
you're talking about. Those two as a tag team later down the line would shoot so much life into the women's tag team division.
Absolutely.
The the females roster is so deep, it's not even funny. I mean, you got Anna Jay still out there. You got Britt Baker still out there. Deanna Perrazzo, fucking Diamante, Harley Cameron. It's so there's so many,
Right.
and you're just gonna bury any of these
But
guys'
here's
TV
So
here's
time
who?
okay,
for
but
Here's the
Bailey.
thing
let's
is,
be
who
fair.
is
Let's
the
be fair. Let's
problem?
be fair.
Go ahead.
Let's be fair.
Go ahead.
You brought up great names, okay? Brit, okay? We don't even know where DMD is right now, right? She's either they're waiting to let her come back or she's not coming back. I don't know. It's something's going on. Diamante, okay? We all love Diamante. She was doing great when they were running a tag team. But can you name another feud after that?
No.
Exactly. Gianna Prazo, right? Unfortunately, she just got lost in the shuffle. Like that's to be fair. I will give you Gianna Prazo because that's a talented woman who's sitting there, and maybe part of it was that because she was going back to school, she wanted to focus on college. Tony granted her that, so then she could just run, and then like they're like, hey, we'll bring you back for a match or here or there, so that way we can keep your perks going, I guess we'll call it. So she continued going to what is it, Southern New Hampshire University. That's the commercial she's doing. So there's that. Who was the other one that you named? You named another one in there too. Anna Jay. It's rumored that she's leaving, and that she's injured right now. Well, she is injured, but it's rumored that she's leaving. Cause what was the other one? Ty Mello, right? Ty Mello. She just requested her leave, and
Yep.
Tony Khan said it the other day on the call. He told him, he was like, "Yo, yeah, I'm gonna give her release. She wants it. I'm gonna give it to her." So she's getting released. So like,
The-
there's some other names. I get it though. I agree. Their roster is deep. The
Well,
problem
yeah,
is
I don't think the problem is never the roster. I don't think we've ever. The problem has
no.
never been AEW's roster, and that's that like from inception. The roster has always been stacked. It's been stacked since they started, telling out names that who they were signing from when the original All Elite graphic. So I don't think the roster is the problem. I think so. I guess is the question that I'll put out to everybody. Is the problem for AEW Tony? Is
One
it
hundred
Tony?
percent. He doesn't know how to run a fucking company. Ah, there you go. Sorry,
But I
mommy.
don't know if we can
Daddy,
say.
I
I
just
don't
cussed.
think. But the thing
I
is,
don't
I
think you
don't
can
think we
say
can
that.
say he can't run a company when this company has lasted as long as it's lasted, and it's been breaking records. Like they
But
do
it's not
numbers.
Tony doing it.
it is.
It's
So it has to
everybody.
be. It has to
It's
be.
everybody else. It's the Bucks. It's Mox. It's everybody else. Throwing it. Tony the system does this.
He
All
put
right,
the
I got the
money
money for
in,
that. I got
but
the
so
money for
he
that.
put the.
I got the money. He's not running it. He does not. He does not know shit about wrestling. He just has the money. And says, "All right, sounds good.
He
All right,
just
sounds
all
good."
he needs, but he doesn't have to. All he needs to do is leverage his connections and get the things that he need to get. So he got the TV deals. He got the shows lit up. He got money coming in from Warner Brother at the time to help fund the show some more. Because let's be fair, he did get his money from his dad, and his dad helped him with the project, and then he made it successful on his own. It's not we can't blame Tony because the show doesn't know how to. The show has limited hours and how much it can do. That's not a fair thing to say. it's when we look at I do understand he does make final calls. Let's be fair, he does. But when you look at the way the show's being tracked and stuff, and the way that they're doing all of their graphics and how they're pushing their talent, they're looking for the ones that are drawing the most money. The only thing that we could ask for, right, and this is not to be funny, is for a third show that is really kind of focused centered on the women's wrestling, because we're not getting it on Collision and we're not getting it on Dynamite. Like, we're getting a match or two, and then maybe we'll get a match on Collision. But there's got to be another show that like is just centralized around the women's wrestling, because the roster is so deep. It's not fair that they don't get the showtime that they should be getting. And it goes the same thing with WWE. I'm just like, I need a pay-per-view. Like, Tony, like, I know you watched the show, okay? When we shook hands, it felt like you knew who I was. I'm just gonna say, give us a pay-per-view where it's all women wrestling, right? All AEW women wrestling. I don't care what you call it, okay? I just want it. Let me get that, okay?
Brother.
I will be fair, bruh. When I telling you, when he walked up them stairs and he looked me dead in my eyes, I had the Red Dog t-shirt on. I knew he's like, this is him.
Hey, Tony, just know that I only associate with them on Sundays. They're available for a job at any given point, and I'm in the Florida area.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, look, let me just say, I have zero shame, so...
Oh man.
No, trust me. Hey man, I've said this like openly a lot. Like, these are my morals, but also for the right price, these are also my morals. And yeah.
That's fucking prostitution.
First of all, Anthony, don't talk to me about anything, because you work for Pepsi and 2 years ago you worked for Coke. I'm not trying to hear
I
that.
don't work for Pepsi. I work for 7-Up. Thank you.
All right, go to the comments. Here's my last my final question, final thought. So, what's more valuable then for AEW? Is it another Hall of Fame name, or is it creating your next superstar?
Let me pose it this way. What if it's signing another Hall of Fame name to set up your next superstar?
That's like eating your cake and having it too, bro.
In AEW, we were watching guys like Nick Wayne take off, who was working with Darby Allin. We were watching guys like Swerve explode, right? He's helping put over talent. We saw Will Ospreay. Let's be fair, okay? Will Ospreay in America was not as well known as what he was when, like, with the Japanese audience and the British audience. So, like, we've seen him in the work that he's done with Mox to get himself, like, higher up. And I know, like, we'll be like, well, Will will always be Will, whatever, okay? But Ricochet bringing up Khan, right? And then we're watching Chris Jericho work with Ricochet as well, like, help drive that product up. Let's be fair, call it what it is, okay? But then look at the people that Storm was working with, right? Helping put all that talent over. Mercedes was working with, putting that talent over.
What Tony? You just bring up Mariah Murray. Little words. Mariah May.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you see what
And
she's
now
doing
look at
now.
her.
She's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the fine.
I mean, let's the other.
Yeah,
two
let's say
talk
let
about
everybody
it.
else think about it. Yeah,
Bro.
like let the man.
Been gone a whole week. I'm sitting there putting out too much information.
Cliff really said it best, though. What if you're signing your Hall of Fame talent to build your next superstar? I mean, that's what I was gonna say anyway. So he literally just nailed it.
All right, Lou.
Stay away from AEW. I mean, I don't even care because I don't like AEW. That's the thing. It's piss poor company with being funded by a billionaire. That's all that it is. It's garbage wrestling for the most part. Go ahead and bring her on because you're just going to take time from other talent. So go ahead, bring her on.
Are you high? Like,
Wait a minute. Vince McMahon was a billionaire.
yeah.
He was funny in his company.
And they know how to properly run a show.
Word? Because there's a whole reason why AEW became the company it is. And we were all first of all, Lou, you was also complaining about the things WWE was doing before AEW came about. Like, I'm not trying to hear all that. Like you were talking about how poorly it was ran and how like it was just over and over again, the same things, monotony. I mean, we could pull the episodes up. Like this wasn't like it was too far ago.
Chaz owes me $100, by the
I
way.
do, I do, I definitely do owe $100.
I'm just saying that like
Because I definitely didn't pull up that joint. I definitely didn't go back and look.
we were
Can't find it.
definitely
No, it's in there, bro. It's in there. I know it
what
is.
part? Wait, I missed. We got
Luke Cornett.
oh, but like here we are like talking back about this whole thing, and it's like you are so hell bent on just like shitting on this company when really it's like they're just like TNA where they're like just getting up and they're starting to get their like footing finally. And mind you, I'm still a massive critic, right? But my thing is that at least the women's division is getting itself put together. It's starting to come around. We're starting to see all the greatness that's coming off of this. Let's be fair. Like AEW's the pillar thing, not really a thing. Let's call it what it is. They relied on those four, and when the company first started, those four absolutely I would have said it. Britt holding down the women's division and running right, but since then, like that whole thing is shifted, man, and like we're seeing all of it play out. So it's like, what are we really talking about at the end of the day? Like this company is here to stay for a little bit longer. I mean, I hope it's gonna be here for a while, but it's doing its thing. So like,
Listen, if TNA can survive, AEW is more than capable of surviving.
Raw is doubling what AEW is in TV ratings right now.
But Raw is
Raw
not
is
as
at a
good.
legacy.
Raw and Raw has a pedigree behind it. You've got what 30 something years worth of like longer than that, like of
words just stumbled out of your mouth. Says
like,
Raw's
but
not
still,
good.
but no,
You're
but the point,
fucking lying.
whatever. The point being is this: Raw has not been a good show. You can't sit here and tell me that the past 4 weeks of Raw has been more entertaining than the past 2 weeks of the AEW.
They've been fucking trash.
And that's on both shows. You can talk about Collision and Dynamite. And I've only watched one Collision this past month.
This is the same wheel run over and over and over. Tony,
But that's the problem, though, is that we do run into the same problem over and over again. We get tired of AEW, or we get WWE starts to pick up, WWE starts to fall off. We go back to AEW. That is a cycle. You are right. That is a cycle. But the problem is that right now, like AEW is starting to catch fire again, and we're like paying attention. And I get it. Like you not liking AEW, I totally understand. But it is to be fair that like last week's episode of WWE for Raw, right? It was just a repetitive show. Like we watched this episode the week before. Like, and now we're on the go home show for Survivor Series or for SummerSlam, and guess what? We had what got driven? What point got driven across? None. The only thing we really found out was that it was going to be Nick and it was going to be Gunther at SummerSlam. That's all. But we've known this was going to be happening for a few weeks, and I'm glad that we finally got there. But it just took way too long to get there. Like we knew this match was coming along, but it's like, at what point in time do we sit back and go? Because like, let's be fair. Here in a couple minutes, actually, right now, if you guys are dual wielding, right per se, AEW Redemption is on right now. Like the kickoff show is getting ready to start.
Oh, right. That
So
is
it's like,
tonight. Oh, that's ready to
yeah.
show
So
up.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like
What about that?
Oh,
this
now
show.
we gotta
This
speed it up for
Fuck
Chaz.
that show.
yeah, this show is like coming like this show's coming along, and we're seeing the new people coming along. Like Kevin Knight is that dude. Let's be fair. The Jet is
Kevin
the
Knight.
guy.
So he was. I wanted to talk about Kevin Knight. That was one of my like options to talk about. Was like, is Kevin Knight the next guy? Like, are we seeing the next, like, one of the next superstars for AEW in Kevin Knight? Yeah. Go to the comments. I want to get to our other two debate topics. We've been on this one. Ooh.
Should sign in for one reason. However, Miss Evans is in the room, and I will refrain from my normal contact about Bailey. I think what AEW is doing is similar to what WCW did when Bischoff took over, bringing in talent past their prime, not washed, still have skills, but not in their prime. I beg to differ. I feel like a couple of them are still really in their prime. So he's the male Dixie Carter.
100%.
Go ahead. I golf with men all the time. All estrogen wrestling. Wow. I don't know if I would ever say that. Make 7 up yours. I love that motto. I remember that. That shit was so funny. Too funny. Lou just following the money. I don't blame him.
$100,
I think that's where the villain is working with Jericho. Lou Cornett, we got $100. And then yeah, but TNA is supported by the E, and that's why I don't want. That's why badass. That's also why I don't want to see I don't want to see Bailey in TNA because they already have the deal with WWE. So it's like
That deal's
why would you
not
do
that deal's not null and void now. That deal is not a thing anymore since
Sure,
they went to AMC.
sure, and Thea Hale is still wrestling over on TNA. Like,
Nah,
what are we talking about?
nah. All right, let's go. All right.
That's a garbage ass topic.
You're garbage.
You-
You're just
all
you're
right.
just pissed off. You're just
Right.
pissed off.
You
Hey,
fucking
go be a
chipmunk looking
WWE
motherfucker.
stan.
Look, bitch, shut your fat ass up.
There it is.
Don't you
Boom.
got another fucking meth pipe to go hit?
God.
Here we go. I need
I was at
Topic
the
two.
weed shop.
Topic 2. Whenever
I was at
AEW
the weed shop.
announces something big, WWE suddenly has some sort of premium live event, surprise return, some stacked TV special. Some people call it business. Others call it trying to suffocate your competition. All right. Is WWE simply playing to win, or has its counter programming crossed the line into trying to suppress the competition? All right. What do you got? We'll start this one off with you. Twitchy?
Why?
Twitchy.
All right, okay, fine.
No,
We'll
we
start
started
this one off with you.
Quick.
We'll start this one with you, Louis.
Why me?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right, fine. We'll start this one with you,
But
Cliffy.
I think it's fair game. I really do. I think that WWE has done this so long that it's. Well, go ahead, Cliff. What?
No. Finish your point. Finish your point. I
WWE
want
has
you to
done this
finish your
so
point.
long of countering programs and suffocating any deals that I'm good with it. Especially with AEW, I'm good with it. Suffocate them.
That's this man's like, but you know, like WWE is a better show, but yeah, it's got a legacy behind it. It's been around for such a long time. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. So yeah, counter programming is always gonna be a thing that's always gonna be around. It's fair to call it out the way it is. I think it's also kind of a shady practice, right? I really do. Like, especially when you know, like, there's some big, when you get people who leak information back and forth to each other, like, let's be fair, like, WWE, it's not like AEW hasn't counter-programmed anything that AEW or WWE hasn't done, right? Because, I mean, there's also there's rumors right now about how when WWE goes to Saudi Arabia that AEW wants to run a show in Madison Square Garden. Like, that's literally WWE's like hometown. You know what I mean? It's like, so counter programming has been going back and forth for so long that it's just kind of like, it is what it is. Actually, I'm sorry. No, AEW wants to run a show in New York while they're there, but WWE wanted to have the Madison Square Garden Theater to showcase WrestleMania nights 1 and 2 when AEW is trying to have their shows to counter program, right? So it is kind of funny when we look back and forth at like everything that's happening. I think for me, what it is, it's business, but I think it's good business because it forces your talent to step up. It forces your writers to step up. It forces your producers to step up. Everybody has to step up to put on the best show to keep eyes glued on. I think the best era of NXT was when they were going one-on-one with AEW. Like, we were watching like the best of like Black and Gold literally hammering it out with guys on Dynamite, and I love that era. I love that whole mix. And sure, like, let's be fair, like NXT, what was it? There was like one tie, one win, and then they were getting smacked by AEW the whole time. Like, and Lou was all happy. Lou was like talking about how great Dynamite was, and then now he just shits on it. So I'm getting cycles. It'll come back around. He'll start cheering for him again. But I just think that at the end of the day, man, like, when you look at the programming and stuff like that, it's fair game. It's just, I just think, if you're gonna force your people to step up, then you better step up. But a lot of these companies are so satisfied with like the days they have that they don't push their talent no more like they should be.
It's fair game. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Damian Jr.
Yeah.
I've said my set. Go ahead. Let's go, girlfriend.
Wow.
fucking awkward.
What's awkward is that you shaved your face like you did.
What's awkward is
He got nothing for it. He got nothing for it. He got nothing for it. Twitch covering his face because he's like, I don't want no one to know that I really shaved my stuff.
oh, I don't give a fuck that I shaved. I don't care at all. That doesn't bother
Your
me.
beard is weird.
You're fucking weird. I hate fuck you all. Fuck this topic.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Go ahead, Chaz. Try to give your opinion.
Alright. So look, it is what it is. My big thing is this, alright? And we can move on after this. This was funny. But look, if the roles were reversed, and then Tony Khan, right, was in the WWE shoes, right? Would he do anything differently?
No.
No. He'd do the same
Hey,
thing.
yo.
So,
What
like,
the fuck? Time out.
Yo.
Egregious ass bitch. This egregious ass bitch.
Oh, shit. He's the white Chaz. Yes, it's the dawn time. They have been programming each other. Hey, yo.
Oh, motherfucker.
When did you start to
Look
trans?
at this. I'm out of here. Fuck this. I ain't taking this bullshit no more. Fuck all of you and fuck you, Mr. Golden.
he laughed. Oh, shit.
Man got bullied off the show.
Oh my god, that was funny. That was funny. Oh well, if he comes back,
He tried so hard to like battle back. But
he
they were
tried.
just
He,
not happening.
oh, that was funny. Okay.
It's funny because like that started with us like just making fun of him like right before the show came on. Yo, hey, he's known as Twitchy now instead of Twitch.
Oh man. Oh, that was
Twitch still in the chat
You
though.
geriatric motherfucker. I hope you calm down. Shut the fuck
I gotta take control of the show. I gotta get control.
Yeah, we gotta wait for your opinion, bro. Like you're supposed to be
I can't
telling
get it. Alright.
Where's Twitch?
up.
Twitch is upset.
Where is
Right
Twitch?
now.
Mr. Golden.
Oh, alright, look. The thing is this. It's never going anywhere, regardless. I mean, TNA tried to counter program Raw at one point, and they failed. They failed epically at it. When Ric Flair came back to TNA, Jeff was back, and Hogan, all that. They tried it, and it didn't work. It's what any company does. Business is business. I really do believe that. Like it's really no different. Like. Get over it. Pick what you want to watch. If not, go put on the two screens. There's no different than the Monday Night Wars. This is no different. Like it really isn't. It's just a different company. All right. There's 3 different letters. They're just not WCW. So yeah. I got that. That's all I got for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that was. Go to the comments and then we'll move on to the next
comments.
Because
It said, oh my god, that was hilarious. Okay, I'm done. Have a blessed week, guys.
I bet she is.
I'm
I
off.
bet she. That knew that would be the one to get her off.
Thank you. I'm here all week. The moment was brought to you in association with Damien.
I hate that man. I hate that man.
Oh man. Poor
All right, let's move on.
Cash out.
Last topic. Whew, that was a great one.
You,
That was-
I'll be fair, bro. If you and Lou right next to each other, it is definitely like a before and after transition kind of thing going on.
Oh, this motherfucker! I swear to God, don't you
Like
ever
if
think about
Lou if
how I
Lou
look?
ever shaved his beard, like that's what you would look like in like Mexican form.
In Mexican form is crazy. Saying
We
you.
have a disclaimer. I don't know if it covers that.
Oh my
First
god.
and foremost,
Okay.
I do not look like a white cracked out front nurse.
Oh my goodness.
First of
All right,
all,
but
if you
look.
shaved your beard to look like his, yes, you would.
All right,
Lou,
last
hey,
time.
Lou,
Let's
do
get
it. Wait,
to
real
it.
quick, real quick. Lou,
No,
Lou,
real quick. We
shut
can.
up. Put your hat on backwards. Put your hat on backwards. That's what I'm saying. It's the same person.
Chaz, get control of the goddamn show.
Okay. This show has completely lost. Yep, this is going in the lost.
Remember
lost
how
system.
Lou started this whole day right before? We're gonna keep on track with the show today.
He sure it is.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say fuck.
Oh, he's like, I gotta eat. He goes sleep.
I'm gonna eat and go to sleep.
Ban him. Somebody ban Mr. Golden.
Geriatric motherfucker. He said twins.
Fuck you, Rich.
Oh my gosh! All right, stop. All right, stop. Everyone, shut up. All right, here you go. Everybody, shut up. Stop talking.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh my god!
Topic 3.
There it is. Boom. All right, one of the biggest reveals from.
If you're out there listening to us laugh, make sure you go over to foryourwear.com and Pro Wrestling Tees and pick up all your favorite PI Red Dog and not Chaz Evans merchandise.
Look, you know what? I'm glad you said that. FORUR wear, okay? Not. Oh man, that was
Not
funny.
for your
For you. All right. One of the biggest reveals from WWE Unreal this past season, I think this is season 3 now. So season 3, biggest reveal. Triple H admitted that he passed on having Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble. Because not only did he didn't believe that Braun wasn't quite ready, but also the fact he didn't want to have the perception of Braun being shoved down our throats. All right. So some people are saying, hey, patience. Others think that WWE missed the next Batista moment of this era. So, here's the question. Did Triple H protect Braun, or did WWE miss his chance to strike while the iron was hot? You can start this one off, Cliff.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like WWE should let him cook. Just keep him simmering. Like at this point in time, like was he over? I don't really know if he was like over quite like they wanted him to or what they expected him to be. Like he was doing great things. Like I'll be fair. I think the time to like hit probably would have been like right during the Rumble when he speared Roman and we all popped for that. Like that was like the move. And I think at that point like you're kind of like establishing your star. But like since then like it's not his fault. Like he got injured. The Seth gets injured, like that would have catapulted him up that ladder. But
Yeah.
Seth getting injured kind of like cooled him off, and then like obviously Bronson getting injured also set things back, and like now like they don't really know what to do. They're kind of just waiting. I think let him simmer in the pot, and then like just let him go after like everybody turns and he just gets back to being like the Devastator. Like he's already over like as a baby face. You might as well just kind of like let him cook up with all these other heels and then just like turn him baby face and let him run, and then have him turn heel again, and then he'll go even higher. So he's a force to be reckoned with, and he can talk on the mic. He's a great dude. Like I don't know if there's anybody out there really that would have a problem with him just kind of just simmering for a little bit and then cooking up after after SummerSlam and everything gets started with Survivor Series.
Okay. Go ahead, somebody, because I disagree. But I want everybody's opinion. Go ahead, Lou.
Which one?
Oh fucking. Fucking
The franchise, Lou the franchise.
Lose the next match.
I will fucking stab you.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
fuck, dude. Fucking chop you up into chorizo.
Oh my god.
Um,
Get to the point!
Win.
uh, I think I like him protecting Braun. I'm afraid that if you do it too fast, you get the big boom of it, and then what are you gonna do down the line? Like I love Braun. I want him to succeed. I want to see him blow up because he's already done it. He's already shown it. But I think maybe down the line a little further, he becomes that world champion. What do you have in your hand, Cliff?
Go ahead, Twitch.
Uh, I think if you were going to do it, the time was the Rumble. I think you potentially missed an opportunity with that. But seeing where he is on the roster now, seeing him with the group of heels, uh, I think the moment he turns babyface, you may potentially have something better on your hands than what you have with him now currently as a heel. Uh, I like that even though he didn't win the Rumble and they kind of killed that moment, I like that he didn't fall to the shuffle into like the wayside or get lost in the shuffle. Uh it gives me hope that there's still a chance they'll pull the trigger on it. So I'm not fully on either side of this. I think right now where he's at, he's in a good position. He's being featured. His merch sells. Would it have sold more if he won the Rumble? Of course it would. Uh, I think regardless, he's in a good enough position that when his time does come around again, if it does come around again, it'll be better than probably what we get if he would have won the Rumble and then gone on to Mania. Like, we would have got the WrestleMania moment, and that would have been great to fucking see. But what happens after that? Not everybody's first title run is their greatest title run. And I think during the Rumble, he was still struggling with shooting good promos. Now he shoots great promos. I think where he's at right now is probably where he should be.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So look, I'll let you know this. Triple H, he screwed this one up. And I'll be the one he screwed this one up. I gotta disagree. I think the moment was the Rumble. The stuff wasn't the best at that time as far as the vision. I know the vision is. I said it like twice now. The vision is snake bit at this point. It's cursed. Danhausen probably did something when they were in the creative meeting. But it's snake bit. But at that time, that should have been the moment. You still had Paul Heyman. I know the promos weren't always the best at that point. They were making it. They were promos that got by. But you still had Paul Heyman. You still had somewhat of the division still intact, and and he was hot. He was literally one of the hottest heels at the time. So I really do disagree. And then on top of the fact, I think Triple H over here saying that, oh, we didn't want him to be forced down people's throats. I'm gonna be completely a buck with you. Like that's bull crap. That is bull crap. When has this company ever cared about the shoving it down the throat of the fans? They didn't care with Cena. They didn't care with Hogan in the 80s. They didn't care with Cena. They didn't care with Roman before he turned into the tribal chief. When did they ever care about that company ever care about having someone shoved down our throats? And they have never cared about that. So I think that's a load of baloney coming out of Triple H. I mean, Unreal is his show. It's a fake show because it's unreal, because it's not real. I don't believe anything half the time, half the stuff they say on that show. But yeah, man, Braun Breaker should have been at that moment should have had the rocket ship. He should have had the rocket ship. we didn't wait with Gunther. No one waited with Gunther. As soon as Gunther got on the main roster, we shot the rocket on his back, and guess what? We still have the rocket to the point where now he's retiring folks.
Obafemi.
Like Obafemi. We didn't waste no time putting the rocket on his back. Wasted no time putting the rocket on his back. He's out here facing Brock Lesnar in 3 high-profile matches on pay-per-view. We won King of the Ring, and so like, and then he decided not to use it. Like, my man, like, yeah, I really do scratch my head because Braun, even if Braun didn't win the title at WrestleMania, maybe, let's just say we don't get it, and let's say he fails, right? You still got Braun Breaker as a legitimate contender now because now, all right, we got a whole WrestleMania feud under his belt. He's legitimate enough so when we can pull the trigger at somewhat, I don't know, like a SummerSlam, like now, you pull the trigger, boom, there's your moment. You got, so excuse me. So I'm they fumbled the bag on this one. I do believe they fumbled the bag on this one. I just don't think. Yeah, I don't see like the outcome of like the big picture of waiting now. Because let's just say we do it, we do. Let's just say we do wait till now. We wait and we do it. It's just it don't hit as much because he was on a run then. Yeah, he got hurt, but hey, we've made storylines work while people have been hurt all the time, and he was ready at WrestleMania.
I don't know if he was probably ready to be at WrestleMania. It was clear that they just didn't see the same thing in him that maybe he saw in himself. I think that it's one of those things where I hear your point about like, you know, when has this company ever cared about shoving somebody down our throats? But like this is a different era of WWE than previous ones. Like when you named those 3 names, who was in charge of WWE at that time? When you said those 3 names, Hogan, Cena, and Roman. First Roman run. Who was in charge of that? Right?
Yeah, DKM.
We have watched Hunter literally pull wrestlers if he doesn't feel like they're getting over like they need to, and then he tries to find them a different position. Oba, like let's be fair, man. Gunther getting the rocket ship. We all knew that's a ready to make superstar just in your wheelhouse. We knew that was going to be a thing. Yeah. We know, like, let's be fair, Danhausen is already a made-for-TV wrestler. Like, is he gonna be world champion? Of course not. Maybe not. Maybe they give him one title run and then
stranger things have happened.
Yeah, that'd be fair, you know. And then they cash in on him, and then he loses, right? Like that's a very strong possibility of something that might happen. But like, when it comes to other wrestlers that have been like quote unquote shoved down their throat, I think maybe Seth might be the one that just is that person, like. Some people like just don't dig Seth like that because they feel like he's just overplayed. But I mean, he still cuts great promos. He still wrestles well, right? But there are times where Seth gets cooled off, and then they let him cool off, and then they bring him back, and then he comes back as like whatever it is that he is, and he's just a nightmare at it, right? I think what we're seeing though is that he wants to kind of make these wrestlers bulletproof so that when, and I don't use that term in a sense of like, you know, it's just when they take an L, it's fine. Like, hey, you know, that guy's a contender. Because Bronson had his match. Like, he had a championship match. He lost, right? But he had his championship match. And we saw what he did. He was hanging and banging for the title, right? So we know he's a legit contender. Bronson Reed, when he comes back, like, he's another one that's going to be a person that we're going to be like, dang. I think what we're seeing is the vision is a line of dudes who are the next guys that are going to shine in this company here in the next 4 years. I think that Triple H just didn't want to make the same mistake that VKM has made in the past with, like, pushing dudes and keeping them at the top when they just weren't ready. I mean, we saw the whole thing with Austin Theory. That's the one thing that everybody was talking about. Like, Austin Theory getting into the company. He's like one of the youngest wrestlers, and then they gave him the Money in the Bank contract, remember? And he was running with it. Yep. And that's like, he's going to be the next world champion. And then guess what happened? VKM left. Roman smoked him in a promo, and that man cashed in on the United States Championship and failed And then they're like, well, now he doesn't have the pressure anymore of carrying that with him and blah 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 blah. Like, bruh, like they knew what it was. He wasn't ready for it, and so they wanted him to pull him back and let him cook. And now, to be fair, we're starting to see a different side of Austin Theory, and this man is starting to cook again. And like, they're gonna let this man run here soon.
All right. We lost connection on Facebook. Facebook live stream ended over there, so I had to make a post to get folks onto the YouTube. So,
Get on the YouTube side.
yeah, get on the YouTube side to
Um,
last bit of the show. But yeah, get in the comments, see what they say.
Yeah, so absolutely not. Braun should have been pushed to the absolute limit.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, when you have Braun in tag matches, that's a problem. It is a problem. I do understand that. He definitely is he's a great tag wrestler, but he's an amazing like solo
But to
wrestler.
be fair, he's only in the tag division right now because Logan Paul's hurt.
Yeah, this is true. So when division breaks up, who turns face? I'll be fair. It's Braun Breaker.
Yeah, bro.
Braun. Let me back her. It's Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Like the two OGs of the division. Those are the guys that will run and be face. Because, I mean, Austin Theory just has a punchable face. Like, let's just be fair. And then Logan Paul also has a punchable face. He
Very
just had, Braun is not over yet. I believe he needs to cook a bit more. I think that the next big feud for him needs to be Braun versus Oba. I don't disagree with that. Imagine the possibilities: Braun versus Bronson, Braun versus Gunther, Braun versus Oba, etc., etc. He's wasted in the tag matches. I don't think he's wasted right now. I think what they need is they need him to cook, right?
Fill a
Like
role.
he's got to fill the role right now of just being in the tag division. Once Logan gets cleared, I agree, Twitch. Once he gets cleared, like Logan's back, like
Yeah.
Braun's gonna take off again. He's just waiting. He might be the biggest walking contradiction from character to a real person.
90% of them are.
To my Triple H.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
It doesn't matter what you disagree with, Chad.
Here comes this dude. This guy.
Samoans. They're as far as being shoved down their throat. All Samoans.
That's
Did
true.
Abyss get fired? I didn't see him in an Unreal. I don't think he got fired.
I just think he stopped doing the Unreal Series.
Yeah, he probably just didn't do the Unreal this season. But yeah, no, he definitely still in there.
Oba has been over since NXT. Danhausen is a lovable guy everyone can dig, and he's literally a money printer for WWE regardless of the title. I agree. Oba has been over. I wouldn't say the whole time that he was in NXT. I think once he like probably midway through when he started really getting cooking, I think that's when he got over. He just never turned not white hot. Coming into making that big splash right off the rip and just beating the dog piss out of the War Raiders. I didn't agree with it, but I understand it, and I'm not against it. And then obviously the Oba challenge was a great move, and then obviously we see what he's doing with Brock, like, so I can't hate it. I do agree with you though, Chaz. Like, I didn't like the fact that he passed on the King of the Ring title just so that he could take on Brock. Like, if that was the plan, then have another person.
Yeah, like why do we, like, it's no different when they waste a year for Money in the Bank. When they, like, I hate when they do the failed cash in because it's a waste. It's a waste of
Yep.
a year. It's just a waste. And where you could have built somebody up and just
And this is, yeah, and I agree. And when it comes to like Money in the Bank, my biggest issue with Money in the Bank too is that when those failed cash-ins happen, and now you make your guy look stupid. Like, you make all your guys look stupid. Like, nobody, like, I'll be fair, nobody has recovered since failing in a cash-in. Nobody's recovered. Maybe one, John Cena, that might be it, but that's not fair because like John Cena was also like a multi-time world champion before. Like,
Yeah.
Baron Corbin, what was Damian Sandow,
Yep.
Baron
Austin
Corbin got
Theory.
it the worst.
Baron Corbin got his worst. Yeah, and Sandow got his Sandow right there. Sandow like, oh, I know that you're not as great at feeling shape as what you are, so it's gonna be you and me. And then like he cashes in right there and seen a beast of dog piss out of him. Like, all right, cool, wasted that opportunity. Otis, like Otis has never recovered. Like who Bobby Lashley? Let's be fair. Like Bobby Lashley, like he got cashed in on and just like by the Miz, never recovered again. He just ended up leaving WWE after that. Like it's crazy to me though, man. It's just like when I look at people who failed cashing in, like you just never made it back. You just never came back to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to. That's what you're supposed to do. That's literally the rocket ship to get you there. So yeah, it just pissed me off. And then looking back at King of the Ring and seeing that opportunity wasted is just it's stupid.
All right, final thoughts on this one. Final thoughts. All right, 5 years from now, will we look back and say Triple H was a genius, or will we say that WWE missed the moment on Braun Breaker's?
I think 5 years from now, hit or miss, Braun Breaker's still going to be a star.
Okay. Twitch?
I think they missed. See, it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say because he's still in a good position.
Okay. No,
Yeah, I think we look back at this and we just go. I think we look at it. We probably say it was a mistake, but that Hunter looks like a genius now because we're just looking at it the way we want to look at it.
Right. Okay. All right. 5 years from now, we'll probably say he was a genius. I mean, who am I? I'm not. I don't have the pencil. I don't know he's got booked for WrestleMania this year, WrestleMania next year. So who knows? Braun Breaker's moment might be happening tomorrow night on Raw, for all we know. You know, like we said twice now, crazier things have happened. So, we probably will look back and say, hey, Triple H is Triple H. He's the genius. All right, that's the show. All right. So yeah, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms. This was a very wild show today. If you were able to make it to the end of the show, shout out to you. My final thought. I'm gonna start having this thing called Chaz's final thoughts at the end of the show.
Fuck.
And so my final thought today
Nobody fucking cares. Shut up.
is
Let's
that
have a show.
I have a problem, all right, with
Jerry
WWE
Springer ass.
and WWE radio.
Ego just gets picked over.
I got a problem with WWE radio. That's just my final thought. That's it.
Chaz.
No,
Here's the
don't
final-
say that's it. I
Here's
have a
your
problem
final
with it too. I have a problem with it too. Because LaGreca was out here talking big noise about other companies, and now he's not going to be doing it. It's not like that. The show is changing. The show, and they're trying to say, the show's not going to change. It's not going to change anyway. It's changing.
It's
changing. You're not going to say a bad word about WWE. You're never.
You
gonna
know
say a
what?
bad
The
word.
show's not changing, but Thunder Rosa just what is leaving the show.
Yeah, coincidence.
Coincidence,
Fuck,
right?
Shut up. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, do you have somewhere to be?
Yeah, motherfucker. I'm hungry.
All right. Lou said he's hungry. I'm a nice person. All right.
Okay. Go Braves.
What?
That's why y'all lost.
Anyway.
We took two out of three from them Puggers.
Anyway,
Well, more important matters.
It was a great game. But the thing is, you let the Orioles. You're first place in your division, and you got into a dogfight with the Orioles, and you barely won both of those games.
Cliff,
So-
don't you have control?
I do. Hey, so fun fact, y'all. Go check out all of our merch, foryourwear.com, FORURWEAR.com. Go check out all of there. Or if you want to go look at all of our old stuff, go check out ProWrestlingTees.com. Here's the things that we need you guys to go do. We need you guys to go support us. Go on our social medias. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. You see it right there. It's at 3CountPod or 3CountPod _. All right. Tell your mom about us, your dad about us, your aunties, your uncles, your brothers, your sisters, your best friends, your cousins, your nephews, your nieces, your grandma, your grandpas, your best friends, and your enemies, because we love haters too. You're doing all that stuff, but really you're just kind of waiting for this episode to end. You're waiting for that outro, and then that is Chaz, that is Twitch, that is Lou, I'm the man, Red Dog, and we will catch you guys all in the next episode. Peace!
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. If you like this and you want more 3 Count Podcasts, go on over to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you never miss when we put out a video. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all things social media, 3 Count Pod _ on X, 3 Count Pod, everything else. Also, make sure you buy our merch at foryourwear.com and ProWrestlingTees.com. Also, you know what? Just watch another video right now. Like, right now, I'm gonna walk away and you're gonna play another video. Now.